Africa must get 2 permanent seats in the UN Security Council. This is only fair, because we are a continent of 55 sovereign nations. We cannot, representation with the veto powers is a must for Africa.
Hello and welcome back. Today we are talking about the heated debate surrounding Raila Odinga's bid for the African Union Commission AUC chairmanship. While Raila delivered a strong submission during yesterday's AUC debate, promising bold reforms for Africa, the reaction back home in Kenya has been overwhelmingly critical. Many Kenyans have flooded social media to reject his bid, with a significant number even backing Djibouti's candidate instead. However, here is also a good number who praised Raila's powerful speech and his vision for Africa. Let's dive into the details. During the AUC debate, Raila Odinga outlined an ambitious agenda for Africa, highlighting 5 key agendas in his proposal. One key agenda was the UN Security Council representation. The second one was silencing the guns. The third, boosting trade. Fourth, AU funding. And fifth, women and youth category. You can watch the video embedded thereafter to listen for his full proposal.
The other one is the issue of Africa's representation on the Security Council. This is something that's been long overdue. As you know, that the UN was formed at a time when most parts of Africa were colonies. And that's why the UN structure as today does not deal with the realities of the world today. And the situation where you have 5 countries sitting in the Security Council with veto powers, and Africa is not represented, a continent with 1.4 billion people, is not tenable and it's not accessible. And that's why I'm not going to talk about Africa's representation, but we're going to insist that Africa must get 2 permanent seats in the UN Security Council. This is only fair, because we are a continent of 55 sovereign nations. We cannot be excluded when Europe has got 3 permanent representations on the Security Council. Permanent representation with the veto powers is a must for Africa. And this I'm going to insist when I'm elected. If the heads of state of Africa sees fit that I should lead this, I will work together with all the leadership of the continent to ensure that the continent gets a fair treatment on the international scene.
Despite Raila's eloquent presentation and bold vision, the majority of Kenyans have outright rejected his bid for the AUC chairmanship. Social media platforms have been flooded with comments backing Djibouti's candidate over Raila. The criticism largely stems from his recent political actions in Kenya. Many Kenyans, especially the Gen Z demographic, feel betrayed by Raila's perceived alliance with President William Ruto. They accuse him of capitalizing on the Gen Z-led protests earlier this year to secure cabinet seats for his allies in Ruto's government. For these critics, Raila's support of Ruto has overshadowed his continental ambitions. One viral tweet summarized the sentiments, saying, "Raila betrayed us to secure his interests in government. Why should we trust him to represent Africa at the AU?" This growing frustration has driven many Kenyans to publicly support Djibouti's candidate, further amplifying the divide. And on the other side, those supporting Raila, you have here. That said, not everyone is opposed to Raila's bid. A section of Kenyans praised his AUC submissions, describing it as insightful and forward-thinking. Some argue that Raila's vast experience in governance and his expertise in infrastructure make him the ideal candidate to lead the African Union Commission. A supporter commented, "Whatever you say about Raila, you can't deny his vision for Africa is unmatched." His backers also point to his strong track record in championing regional integration and infrastructure development as proof that he can deliver on his promises at a continental level. The divide in Kenyan opinions raises important questions. While Raila's vision for Africa may be ambitious and well articulated, can he overcome the skepticism of his own countrymen? And with Djibouti's candidate gaining traction, will Raila's political baggage cost him the AUC seat? On the continental stage, his proposals on trade, peace building, and AU funding have been widely acknowledged as strong, but at home, his political history remains a stumbling block. In his closing remarks at the AUC debate, Raila declared his readiness to serve Africa, saying he would draw on decades of experience to lead the continent forward. But the question remains, can Raila win the trust of both Africa and his fellow Kenyans? What's your take on this? Are Kenyans justified in rejecting Raila's bid, or does his vision deserve support? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more political updates and breaking stories. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.